Now in the previous video, we talked about the idea behind what does it mean when 0 is the exponent. So any number to the 0 power is 1. And then the negative exponents we talked about, we're just flipping it. We're taking the reciprocal of the positive value. So let's go ahead and do some practice problems together. And then you'll be doing some on your own as well. Now, 8 to the negative second power, whenever you see a negative exponent, so negative exponent, we want to flip it. Now, the only reason why I'm writing the word flip is because it's 4 letters and not a bunch of letters like the word reciprocal, but technically we want to take the reciprocal of the positive value. So this is really 1 over 8 to the positive second. So when you see a negative exponent, you flip it, and then you need to simplify it. Don't leave it as 8 squared. You do need to write 1 over 64. 17 to the 0 power. Remember, any number to the 0 power is 1. Okay, we have another negative exponent. So negative exponent means to flip, but be careful, when I flip it, I'm not changing the base. I didn't change the 8. The 8 stayed the same. You're only changing the exponent. So we're going to do 1 over negative 2 to the positive 6. So again, it's the reciprocal of the positive exponent. So when you flip it, you only change the exponent. Now keep in mind, negative 2 to the 6th, that's like saying negative 2 times 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 negative 2. So that's what we have here. And the negative is in parentheses. So when if you want to use your calculator, make sure you use parentheses around your negative 2. Raise it, use that little triangle button, raise it to the 6th power, and we have 1 over 64, positive 64. Now let me show you what would happen if, now you might have a little bit of room over here. If those parentheses weren't there, we would have done negative 2 to the 6th. Now this is a completely different answer, because what our calculator is doing, that negative is like multiplication, but exponent comes first with order of operations. So it's going to do 2 to the 6th first, and then it will stick the negative back on. So it's very important that you put those parentheses in. So this would be the answer with no parentheses, and this would be the answer with parentheses. So it's very important. Be very, very careful. Same thing for number 4. Negative 10 to the 0 power. So that's saying this entire number to the 0 power is 1. Now, going back to the whole parentheses and no parentheses, if this was negative 10 without the parentheses, our answer would actually be negative 1, because order of operations says do exponent first. So exponent first, and 10 to the 0 is 1, and then you stick the negative back on. You do multiplication second. When it was in parentheses, parentheses comes first, so that negative is included with the 10, so that whole thing to the 0 is positive 1. So just make sure you know the difference between if there's parentheses and if there isn't. Again, that's referring back to the order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So remember, if there's parentheses, it comes first. If there's no parentheses, then you do exponent first, and then you multiply by the negative. All right, let's get back to exponents. 4 to the negative third, so that's negative. We're going to flip it, and this is really 1 over 4 to the positive third. Now, you may already know 4 to the third is 64. If not, grab your calculator, type it in. That's fine, no worries. And one more, 5 to the 0. Any number to the 0 power is 1.